Now we're going to be hearing a lot about aviation safety in the coming hours and days, of course, and we're now joined by Philip Butterworth-Hayes, an aviation safety specialist and air traffic control expert. Thank you so much for your time. Now we've been hearing a few mixed reports, of course, in terms of a signal and whether it was received or not by the Egyptian military. Does it mean anything if a distress call has or has not been picked up? Tell us more about that.
I think there's a difference between a message which has come from a pilot and an automated sort of signal which the aircraft systems itself could generate. If it's, for example, if the aircraft ditched in water, it would automatically send out a distress signal. So from what I understand, it's more likely to be the aircraft's own beacon that's sending out this signal, which gives its location to the rescue services. I think that's probably what's happened here.
And there's some particular reasons as to why one would trigger an actual automatic distress signal. Can you just list off perhaps some of the different circumstances that may have prompted this?
Yes, well, they normally automatically transmit if for example, the actual signal transmitter itself detects water, salt water especially, or if there's some kind of impact which could trigger the signal going out. So those tend to be the two major reasons why the automatic distress beacon would be set off.
And there's no way you can sort of identify whether or not there's pilot error involved in this sort of system?
No, all you can do at this stage is look at the radar picture and just see how fast the aircraft disappeared off the radar screen. The radar plot would have shown the aircraft's height to the controller, and if it suddenly sort of disappears very quickly, that sort of sends quite a powerful signal that something fairly catastrophic has happened. If, however, it sort of flies on, you see the altitude figures going down, you can tell that the aircraft is still flying, and you can tell what height it is. So that is a key aspect at this stage of understanding what happened to that aircraft.
And Philip, I would understand that this particular aviation airspace would be quite a busy one, not to mention even the Mediterranean Sea itself, a lot of ships, a lot of cargo, a lot of military as well, heading, of course, to the war-torn Middle East. Are there any concerns within the aviation community about this particular route from Paris to Cairo?
Not particularly, no. The Eastern Mediterranean is, as you say, fairly busy, but it's by no means the busiest part. And it is extremely well monitored and surveyed by the very latest systems. For example, Egypt has extremely good satellite links between its air traffic control systems. It has new radars. So this is not an area of major concern, certainly not in terms of technical safety, no.
And what more do you know in terms of the rescue operations? I understand that it's not quite your speciality, but is there any more in terms of the way that things are being investigated from the aviation point of view?
Yes, I mean, once the distress signal has been sent, I mean, there's a very close coordination in Egypt between the civil and the military, and so the controllers would have been on the phone very quickly to their military counterparts, and that would have triggered a search. Now they should know pretty closely where to go to. So they should have aircraft in the air. They should have ships on the sea. They should have a very good location of where that last radar plot was. And obviously it's a civil military coordination. It's also coordinated with French rescue people as well. So very quickly we should have ships at the scene.
All right, Philip, thanks very much for that. Really appreciate your contributions today. Now that's Philip Butterworth-Hayes, an aviation safety specialist for us.